On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Giants. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watson off play action. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Watson just beating the play clock. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Sermon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown, Giants!
Saquon Barkley, we know how good he is in the running game, but here good yardage in the passing game as he's able to shake free.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Sermon. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Watson on 1st down. That'll be complete to Sermon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Mike 42, Mike 42. All day.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Complete to number 9. A gain of 7. First down, Giants.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jimmy Moreland just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Giants.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 50, it's Watson. And Lazard's got it again. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Watson. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Allen Lazard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's got a man, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Joe Judge has made his verdict. These guys will go for 2 here. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On 1st down, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watson off play action. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Sermon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the handoff, Sermon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll run with Sermon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again with Sermon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Watson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Allen Lazard from 4 yards out. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Saquon Barkley sheds off the tackle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Barkley unable to get away on the 1st down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. To throw is Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Gano's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and it's a fumble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Watson to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
To throw, Watson.
He gets it to Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
So some drama down to the very end.